Let's watch one at your place. Movie guy Will Meyer is here to join us on one movie that people are excited about. Wonder Woman just came out.
Yeah, people are really excited about this movie. A long-awaited film from DC Films. It stars Gal Gadot in the title role. In this movie, we find her before she's Wonder Woman. It's an origin story, and she is Diana, Princess of the Amazons. A World War I American pilot washes up on her shore, and she goes off with him to help put a stop to World War I and to become Wonder Woman in the process. A lot of W's in that sentence. This is a movie from DC Films. Their last three movies, Suicide Squad, Man of Steel, and Batman v Superman, I'm not gonna lie.
They didn't do so well.
Yeah, I was just kind of bored through those movies. Honestly, I was watching them and I just couldn't wait for them to be over. And so they needed a hit. They needed one badly. Watching this movie, I didn't want it to end. I was having a great time watching this movie. It's such a breath of fresh air from DC Films. This movie has just so many good things about it. It has rousing action sequences. The spectacle is great. The smaller scale human moments really work too. I think there's great witty banter between Gal Gadot and Chris Pine. Both of them, I think, give really good performances in this movie. The romance works. You really root for it. It feels sweet and genuine, and it's funny too. That's a big surprise for me. This is a movie that has a fish out of water story, and it's a lot of fun to watch this goddess walk around early 1900s Europe amongst us mere mortals.
And it's about time for a female superhero, isn't it?
Yeah,
I mean, how many superheroes?
It is about time. Yeah, I mean, just very few. But I mean, just taken apart, I'd put it up against even like really some of the best Marvel movies. I think it's right up there. So it's old-fashioned. I wondered how you're going to handle this character because she's not complicated like a Batman, but it's actually the sincerity, the earnestness. She believes so much in peace, trust, and love that it actually, you start to roll your eyes, but eventually it kind of just wins you over. And so the only big problem is there's no compelling villain in this movie. I kept thinking about that. You have
such
a
good
strong,
villain.
yeah,
right.
And they try to resolve it in the final act, and it kind of just becomes this dull CGI slugfest you see in every other superhero movie. But
so what's the rating there?
3 out of 4. Still, I'm really positive
bad
on this movie. I enjoyed it a lot. I wasn't expecting a whole lot. Like I said, DC Films haven't been great, but I really enjoyed it.
Well, let's move on to the next one. That is The Lovers.
Yeah, this is a serious romantic comedy, if there is such a thing. This is a movie that stars Pulitzer Prize-winning playwright Tracy Letts and Oscar-nominated actress Deborah Winger, who hasn't been in a movie in several years. It's a movie about a couple. They've been married a long time, but there's not much love in their marriage. They're actually both in the midst of affairs, and they're about to call their marriage off, but then they start to fall back in love with one another. So it's this really interesting twist on this kind of classic Hollywood remarrying movie. This film is charming. It's kind of this heartening story about people finding passion late in their lives. Has some great deadpan humor here. It's goofy, charming. It's got a bite to it too. This is a painfully honest movie about the mysteries of the human heart. A little challenging for some mainstream moviegoers. I think maybe a little frustrated, but I do
Sounds like you kind of like it.
I did like it. Yeah, I think the performances are good too. Deborah Winger, I forgot what a good actress she is. So you know, I didn't like how it ended. But overall, I do still like this movie. I think it's a solid 3 out of 4.
3 out of 4, 2 3 out of 4s from Will Meyer. That's pretty good, folks.
Well,
but I have a feeling it's about to get
hold on tight, yeah.
worse. Pirates of the Caribbean. I mean, how many movies? Is this the 100th?
This is the 5th.
Okay,
yeah,
the
first one in 6 years. This one brings back Johnny Depp, though, as well as some of the other actors. Also, Javier Bardem, Oscar-nominated actor, Oscar-winning actor, I should say, is back for this movie. It's a film that finds Johnny Depp searching for the missing trident of Poseidon and a lot of other stuff. There's a lot of plot, too much to comprehend, much less explain. Too many characters as well. I felt like the new characters you didn't get to know really well. Old ones it's not that much fun to spend time with in this movie. Yeah, Johnny Depp looks miserable, I'm not gonna lie. He used to be so charming, witty, and unpredictable as this character. Here he's just very bland. I don't want to accuse him of doing it for the money, but it certainly feels like it. Yeah, this was a tough sit for me. Occasionally there's something that'll charm you or make you laugh, but those moments are about as rare as buried treasure. I would skip this movie.
Will Meyer roast. It's a classic one.
1.5.
1.5 out of 4. Okay, last one, and we only have a couple of seconds here. Baywatch. We don't like it. You
Baywatch, I was not a fan of. Yeah, I was really looking forward to this movie, but this movie can't find any laughs. It's not sure if it's making fun of the original material or if it's just sort of embracing it. You spend a lot of time trying to figure out what movie you're watching, and not nearly enough time laughing. Action sequences aren't fun. Romantic pursuits aren't interesting either. Performances are fine. The Rock is good. I think Zac Efron actually has good comedic timing, but there are far too few laughs in this movie.
So the rating on this one?
1.5 for this one too.
Okay, so 2 good ones, 2 not so much. All right, Will, and we can always catch your updates on Facebook, right?
Yes, Facebook.com/Will Meyer, the movie guy.
Always posting extra updates on there. Will, as always, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, thanks
and I think it's about time to send it out to the girls on the weather porch. Hey.
Hey, good morning. It might be a great day to watch a movie, and you know what?